Mm. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know. I guess something just what was that, like 2 attempts? What is this, the 3rd attempt to respond to the yellow flash video? First time we were over at the draw stream, my iPad, wasn't playing his video loud enough. Like it was just really quiet. So I took the phone off uh, you know, the stand, not the tripod, brought it over here, and then suddenly it muted while it was right in the middle. I was almost finished. But now I guess we got to do it again. Hello, everybody. How are you? Yeah, I guess this is the way that we're going to do it. I didn't want to give this thing that much attention. I'm sure that that's what they think. It's like, oh, look, we gave him trash cast material. Oh yeah, I love this. I absolutely love responding to this kind of filth about me, my family. Love it. It's wonderful. Okay. Let me see here. Let's do it. Yellow Flash really is like a piece of shit and stupid too, and a drunk. But we'll talk about this. So let me rewind it to the beginning again. And we got volume all the way up. And let me see here. Let me get rid of some of this stuff as well. I don't want, like, I'm not doing this a 3rd time or a 4th time or whatever. Let's get it right this time. Hi guys. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, well, I didn't give the exact number.
I know, but that's so weird that you wouldn't be allowed to say how much you make.
I don't know if I can. I don't think he'll fault me for it because it's a very successful number. And
I think they're talking about his comic book. Like, I don't think he'll fault me for it because it's a very successful number, he says. Anna is actually asking him, apparently, if this is what's going on. Anna is asking him how much money he made on his comic book. All right, here we go.
I've only put the ad in 4, 5 videos since then. I haven't pelted my audience with it. So when my comic book was out, I was like putting that fucking ad in every video. And it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of money. Like, how do you say that $100,000 is a loss? I don't really get this. Like, it's a weird felting. It's like, oh, Yellow Flash made $120,000 in his campaign. What a loser.
So I got to repeat this. I got to repeat what I already said.
And then
feels phony when I'm repeating what I already said. But I will repeat what I already said anyway. So this is the permanent video.
Number to strive for a different campaign. That's a weird one. Okay.
It isn't weird. It's normal. You have 500,000 something subscribers. You have a lot of people on YouTube that might be interested in what you do. You are somebody who actually talks about comic book content, so it wouldn't be foreign to your audience. On the other hand, we have Razor Fist, who has a comparable audience to yours. Razor Fist made 600,000, something like that. Like, he made a lot of money, didn't he? No, I'm thinking of Shadiversity. Shadiversity made 600,000. Razor Fist made nearly 400,000. So it was, everybody thought, including yourself, that you were going to make $500,000. Some people thought you would make 1 million. In fact, at one point, I thought that you would make 1 million, considering that you were being hosted by Eric July. You are okay. You're on good terms with Friday Night Tights and those people. And your own, like I said, your own audience. Now, when Aaron Lopresti makes $120,000, he's doing great because he's mostly borrowing from my audience. Okay, he's here. He's made fans by sort of appearing on my live streams. And then he's got his old fans from DC Comics, sure, but really his crowdfunding numbers reflect his success with Comicsgate. You you have all of those advantages and more, and you pissed on them. You pissed on Comicsgate. I mean, like, literally, just you were, man, I've never seen anything like it. You basically decided, in order to get back at me, you were going to tell all of my fans to go fuck themselves, and all of Comicsgate. And Comicsgate isn't just me, John, and Shane. It's Comicsgate is the audience or the backers. So you told them all to go fuck themselves, and you brought in $120,000 on your campaign over the course of 4 months. That's a failure, Flash. It's a lot of money, right? but it's a failure. And one of the reasons why it's a failure is because it could have been more, and also because you didn't pay your artist. John Dillard's wife, let it be known that she was expecting that this was going to be a huge windfall for their family. John Dillard worked on that book for 2.5 years, and he didn't complain until his house was flooded. He was living in his backyard. People said, "Don't you have money? Like, you're working on Yellow Flash's comic." And he said, "Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't get paid until the book comes out, whenever that is." And you delayed it. I mean, you delayed the release of that book. You decided not to crowdfund it to make the money to be able to give him. And then when all was said and done, you ran it through Ripasend, which means that Eric July gets a percentage of it. We don't know what that is. And you made $120,000. Out of that, the printing costs had to come, taxes, and then Eric's cut, and then your 60%, and then whatever was left went to Dillard. I'm going to be generous and say that I think it was 30 grand maybe that Dillard got. That is not a windfall for 2.5 years worth of work. So he got fucked over because of you, and you don't care. You're just like, $120,000. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. What is this? Dillard hasn't been online since, says Gable Penny. I don't know if that's true, but damn, dude. I mean, like, yeah, you did a number on him, and the fact that you're just being callous about it and just kind of saying, I don't know what the big deal is. It's because you're a fucking idiot, Flash. Did I just explain to you? Do you understand? You wet brain fuck? Like, why? Like, it's a big deal? It's a big deal. You fucked them over and yourself. It's funny.
All right. I mean,
Well-
these are the same people that said Eric July is a piece of shit for using 3D assets.
Now, hold on. I got to stop you there. I didn't say Eric July was a piece of shit for using 3D assets. I heavily implied that his artist, Cliff Richards, might be a piece of shit for the way he used 3D assets. And this is like, again, like, these people do not do nuance at all, not even slight nuance. They refuse to just try to understand a basic point, which is why they're cannon fodder for people like Fandom Actually and that whole crowd, because they're fucking stupid. Like, you don't even try to understand what the complaint is. The problem is there are sites called SketchUp, and on SketchUp they have models, okay, of various objects and people. And you can say, for example, I need to draw a pickup truck. Now, drawing a pickup truck is kind of difficult, so it'd be a lot easier, especially from every angle. So I'm going to go to SketchUp and I'm going to look at their model of a pickup truck. I'm going to flip it around to the position and the camera angle that I need, and then I'm going to draw the model that I see from the screen onto my page. Or I can trace it. I can do any number of things that I want to do. It's usually, the thing about those models is they're usually squared off. They don't really have a lot of round edges. They're just sort of blocky models, because you're supposed to know to draw them and enhance them and turn them into something that looks real, or something that's good for you. Instead, what Eric July's artist did was he pulled the line art drawing off of the website and placed it onto his digital panel without tracing it, without drawing it. And then he'd throw a couple of scratchy lines on it really quick, like 5 seconds worth of rendering work, so that it would look like it was a drawing. But we caught him. We caught him doing that, and he did it over and over and over again. All throughout the book, everything that he had to do that was a drawing, that took time, that would take an artist, a normal artist, some time and diligent effort to accomplish. Backgrounds, vehicles, backdrops, buildings, interiors, furniture, all of it was SketchUp 3D models that he pulled off of the website and dropped onto the page. That's cheating. And the thing about it is that if you only had like a few bucks to make a comic book, it might be understandable. We're trying to cut corners, but this guy had $3.7 million to make a comic book. He could have hired Arthur Adams. He could have hired Adam Hughes. He could have hired Frank Miller to. I mean, you don't want to hire Frank Miller these days, but I'm just saying Frank Miller took $1 million to draw all of Batman Strikes Back. So he could have basically had his pick. Instead, he hired this Brazilian who fucked him over. Now, I didn't say Eric was a piece of shit. I said Eric doesn't know what he's doing. Okay. And when Eric was confronted with the fact that, like, yeah, his artist was using 3D models, Eric responded with lies. He said, "I think this is a conspiracy against me. I think this is all made up stuff by people who think I don't deserve the success it is I am seeing." And he just lied. He could have just said, "You know what? I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I'll look into that." See, that's what a normal person would say. But Eric could not take an L in any way or just express, you know, that he didn't know. He wasn't sure. So he lied. And then he had to come back, circle back. And then his cope was, "So what? Look, 3D models, who cares?" And he did what you did. "We're going to put it on a t shirt that says 3D models, ha 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 ha, or 3D assets." I mean, you know, anybody who would wear that T-shirt who donated a lot of money to Eric's campaigns is a clown. You're joking. You're the figure of fun. Like you're making fun of yourself. So that's what it is. I'm not saying he's not a piece of shit for that. He's just ignorant. He just doesn't know.
And then Ethan Van Sciver hired a guy for his prequel comics, and he used 3D assets, but somehow it was okay when he did it. It's okay. It's actually artistic. Now it's okay. We're striving. These are
I don't know who you're talking about. You're talking about the Diary of Heather Swain. Are you referring to Stefani Renee, or are you referring to Sven Stoffels? They're two different artists. You're accusing them of using 3D assets. Here's what I will say about that. I told both of them I do not want them to be using 3D assets. I want everything drawn, even if it's flawed. I'd rather have a bad drawing that you did than a perfect drawing that you didn't do. That's my idea about comic book artwork. It's always been that way. Comic book artwork, when done by hand, is filled with flaws, but it's wonderful. Okay, it's just a person tried to approximate reality in some way, fantasy and storytelling. It's full of flaws. It's wonderful. That's what we like. That's why we hate AI. Okay. If they were using, and by the way, I've seen Stefani's method. He doesn't show any 3D assets. That I've seen him draw the perspective grid. I've seen him draw the houses in. So, like, I don't think he's using 3D assets. If he is using 3D assets, he's doing it the proper way, which is to trace them, put them where you want them, trace them down. He's not grabbing the asset and throwing it on the page. And the same with Sven. I haven't seen any evidence of him using 3D assets, but if he is, I'm sure he's also doing it the way that you're supposed to do it. These are just tools. Nobody is saying that you can't use SketchUp. Steve McNiven uses SketchUp. A lot of people, Jason Fabik uses SketchUp. You can use SketchUp. It's just it has to be transformative in some way, like in some real way. It has to be display some personal effort. These are just drawing tools. They're referencing tools. They're not meant for you to just grab them and slap them down on the page and call it your work. Does that make sense? Okay.
artistic breakthroughs. Person, I'll give a fuck. I don't give a fuck that Eric July used the 3D assets, and I don't care that that guy used 3D assets. I don't.
Well, I mean, that doesn't surprise me, but you're supposed to be an art critic. You're supposed to be somebody who does care about these things. But I guess when it's your friends and it isn't somebody at Marvel that you hate, who's an SJW, a woke slob, or a feminist, or a blue hair, then it's okay when they do it, right? See, you just accused me of the same thing, and I'm telling you what my standards are. I'm saying I do care. I don't want my guys to be doing what Cliff Richards did. I will not pay for it. There's a way to use 3D assets. There's a way to use SketchUp, and there's a way that SketchUp uses you. You're saying you don't care either way. That's fascinating, but you're supposed to be a cultural commentator and somebody who has something to say about the arts. I don't care. Well, I mean, again, you know, your standards are pretty strict when you're, you know, criticizing somebody who you're politically opposed to. Fascinating.
Give a fuck. I don't care.
Give a fuck.
Well,
I
let
will
me say
judge it
this.
and pay
I've
for
still
it
got-
as I choose to.
Let me say
But-
this. I've got campaigns that I've backed on Indiegogo for years that I still haven't received anything for them. That where these books were supposed to be out, these
You're
fucking
right,
things were
Rhino.
supposed to
You're
come
right.
out. I should have fucking received them, even here in Australia,
You're
with the
right.
fucking massive delays and everything that we have, and the massive amounts of import tax and all of this kind of shit. I should have received these fucking things already. I haven't
Yeah.
asked for refunds because I'm not a piece of shit. But fucking
Thank you.
Flash comes out with his book,
Yeah.
releases his book. I get his book. I can read his book before this person or these people. It's not just one person actually that I fucking.
I will say this also, like, first of all, I completely understand Raging Rhino being like, where are my books? The books are late. Understood. I think you're right about that. Yellow Flash's book came out because he exploited the labor of John Dillard. John Dillard's family suffered while Yellow Flash wrote a lazy plot, handed it to Literature Devil to turn into a story, and then he let John Dillard go without pay for 2.5 years. Again, while his family suffered. I don't care what John says now. John has told me, like, please stop talking about, this and that. Listen, your wife came out and said something. So that's just the way it is, I appreciate how stoic you are, but truth is Flash exploited you. And everybody kind of peer pressured you into being exploited. So that's why Flash's book came out. I don't exploit anybody. I actually pay everybody who works for me. And their work takes time. It's really good. But you're right. You waiting for books sucks, man. I'm really sorry about that.
Backed on Indiegogo that I haven't fucking received books from. You've taken fucking hundreds of my dollars. And I haven't received a fucking thing for them.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Well, okay. Again,
Thank
I'm going to pause it here and just say these guys are currently going, well, there are, this many late books out there. Therefore, Ethan has never released any books. And that's the meme that's going on. Like, where's Cyberfrog? Where's the Cyberfrog books? You have Cyberfrog books. I put out Blood Honey. I put out 1998, The Diary of Heather Swain. I put out Cyberfrog Heartsick Horror. I put out Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. I put out Salamandroid Death Sting, and I put out Dark Harvest. I put out Unforgettable Tales 1, 2, 3, and 4. I put out Cyberfrog Warts and all. You guys pretending this pretense that like nothing comes out of All Caps Comics is ridiculous. And it does need to stop, but I don't think it will. It's dishonest anyway. I'll just call you guys liars instead. We're doing the best we can over here. Okay, we're struggling. I'm limping a little bit. All right. I'm not asking for pity or sympathy or anything like that. I'm not, but I'm just telling you flat out, I am limping. Okay. I'm having a little bit of trouble, but I'm trying to get back on my feet with 2026. You guys are watching me do it. And that's just reality. Okay.
So I'm now moving away from the bullshit part of the comic book industry that doesn't deliver and doesn't do shit and just talks about fucking drama and just talks about bullshit out there. Fuck those people. I'm now fucking coming over to the side that's actually.
I can't listen to YouTubers talk about like people who focus on bullshit drama. I can't. You guys, listen, we're on YouTube. You know what? Bullshit drama is our bread and butter. That's what we do. Show me which one of you does not profit off of bullshit, drama on YouTube. You're on a drama stream right now. Just heads up. And that's what you're doing right this very second. And you complaining vocally the way that you are, Rhino, is drama. You don't have to talk like that. You're exaggerating your pitch, your tone of voice. You're creating a feeling of anger. And I'm sure you feel like actual genuine anger, but like you're creating anger and outrage because that's what you've been trained to do. You're on YouTube as a drama farmer. You don't like when I do it because I'm very forthright and honest about what's going on with these people. You don't like it because I do it to your friends and I point out, how silly some of you guys are and how none of you are qualified to discuss art in any way or the culture. And I understand why what you would call what I do drama farming, but it is, you are doing the very same thing. Guys, I apologize. I have a cough. I'm trying really hard to suppress it when I talk.
Delivering, despite whether or not you think that it's fucking good or not. At least they're fucking.
Well, what's really funny about that?
At least they're delivering what they fucking promise.
What's really funny about that?
Sales and has worked in sales for 17
well,
fucking years.
Hold on. Let me ask you this.
What you fucking promised.
Let me ask you this. What's really funny about that? If you ask for a refund now, there's no refunds. No refunds. You got to roll with him. You've been rolling with him for so long. You got to roll with him now.
Yep.
No refunds. Let me tell you this. Dan Fraga, they had a falling out.
I never got it.
He demanded that Dan Fraga is also super late. Dan Fraga, very super late. Super late. No excuse. You should have had your book out, Dan. Shame on you. But guess what?
Shame on you, Dan.
Evie has said that Dan Fraga should refund the books.
That is a fucking lie. I never said that ever. I'm going to repeat this because I'm repeating myself. I said this on the video that I tried to make before. I never said that Dan should do that ever. Dan confronted me with that. Dan actually, the first thing that Dan said to me on the telephone, actually it was in a room, like a backstage room. He smiled at me and he said, because I was trying to figure out what the problem was with John and Shane. And he said, hey, Ethan, I ain't refunding shit. I'm not refunding a fucking thing. And I said, I wasn't even asking. Like, that's not even what I thought we were talking about, like, what's gone wrong socially here, not business wise. But yeah, like he made it clear to me, he said, I'm not refunding anything. So if you said, these guys all think that like I have like armies of people that like I tell you guys what to do, and you guys are like mind numb robots who my attack dogs, like I'm gonna go, everybody mobilize and go get refunds from Dan. And he's like, he really believes this stuff. So he was just telling me like right off, like if you're gonna mobilize your fans to come demand refunds from me, I ain't giving them a refund. And the last thing on my mind. I see Dan as a friend. I wasn't even worried about, his book or anything like that. Like my books are late. Why am I going to ask him to refund his shit? Like that's just doesn't make any sense. Here's D Artist who read a donation. This heart is for Ava and Andrea. F you, Yellow Flash. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good morning, says Lord Tapman's Comics. P. Cowan says Diller got fucked so bad he left the internet. Did he leave the internet? Trevor Bruce says he lives. Yeah, I got to finish this video. Thank you, the artist. Thank you, everybody who sent super chats. Okay, here we go.
EVS isn't refunding the books anymore. He says you got to roll with me because if you
I can't right now. I just can't refund them. I'd love to. I was refunding everybody up to a point, all refund requests, but at some point it becomes like I sniff gay ops. I smell like. You want a refund because for political reasons. I said something you don't like. You've joined this group that, there are activists right now that are on my comments. They make it really unpleasant. The same, 8 people every day posting shit. I can't refund people because if I do, when the time comes to put out the books, I might not have enough money to do them. I got to make sure I have the money in the bank to be able to produce these books when I'm ready to produce these products. So no more refunds.
you look at all this,
And by the way, you don't have to. Like most people don't give refunds at all. Most people don't. I mean, it's just and what Raging Rhino said, I wouldn't even ask for one because I'm not a piece of shit. Consider the money spent. You donated it to the cause of making product, and I've never let people down before. Bear with me. It's all coming.
campaigns, they're all begging for refunds. He's denying them now. No refunds. No refunds. You got to roll with them now.
That's right.
So that's funny.
No, it's
I don't
just
think
normal.
he has any money left. In fact, I think EVS opens up new campaigns to pay for the old ones.
Yeah.
Allegedly, in my opinion.
Okay, good thing you qualified those 2 statements of slander, libel, legally, Yellow Flash. That's a good thing. I was interested for a minute there.
I think he's wasted all his money in the casinos.
What?
And he's
Yellow Flash. We're talking. I mean, the idea that you guys spread around that like I go to casinos balling. I go to casinos with money that I make here. That's what I do. When I have enough money, when I sell original artwork. If I were at casinos with crowdfunding money, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. I would be, first of all, I'd be king of Atlantic City. But second of all, I'd go to jail. It's illegal. That would be misappropriation of funds. That's not what happens. Okay. You don't do that. You don't make allegations like that. And I know you guys you see me at casinos because that's what I like to do. I like to gamble. I like to go and play blackjack. And your imaginations wander. But I mean, those are big allegations. You should be careful about saying things like that because I can prove that you're wrong in court.
wasted all his money. Now he's
Right,
begging for money.
counterworking.
Begging for money. what a shitty position to leave his Parkinson's wife in, and the special needs child he has,
Wow.
wasting all his money like he does.
Yeah.
You know, it just running and hiding in his basement and making.
What do you think Parkinson's disease is, Yellow Flash? What do you think Andrea, what do you think her day is like? What do you think my day is like? What do you think autism is?
And his wife take care of the special needs child, and she has Parkinson's too.
Okay, we don't need to bring people's family into this flat.
So, as I said in the other video, and I'll explain again, this is none of anybody's business. But since Yellow Flash brings it up, clearly they gossip about this. My wife has Parkinson's and she can't work anymore as a bank manager. She can't work anymore because A, she has aches and pains that come and go during the day that are pretty severe. The other thing that comes with Parkinson's is brain fog, and she'll forget things, and she'll go into a stupor. You know, it'll just hit. Like I'll look at her and I'll go, "Hey, Andrea, you there?" And her mouth is like gaping open, and she's like, and I have to go, "Hey, babe," and then she'll kind of come to. So she can't do what she used to do. She can't bank. She can't count people's money. She can't really run All Caps Comics anymore, which means that I have to bring in twice as much money as I did before, which is why I have been relegated to the basement during the daytime, or my work hours, which is my office. This is where my YouTube station is, where my art desk is. I am scrambling to make as much money as I can to take care of Andrea and Ava, who need me now. So you see me over there doing live streams. I used to draw in privacy. I realized that I could make money if I turned my camera on while I was drawing during the day. Simple, right? Like I'm doing it anyway. Turn on the camera, hold a conversation, and just say, I'll switch the song if you give me $10. Boom, we're making a lot more money now. It's terrific. And that's what I got to do. I have to do it. She can't go to work. Taking care of Ava is, by the way, she would like to. She's, I want a job. I would like to get a job. I said, I don't think so. I don't think you're going to be able to do that. And the other thing is, taking care of Ava is something that, you know, she does naturally. It is difficult to take care of an autistic kid sometimes. When she needs me, I'm there. I'm right here in the house. I'm down here doing my work, but I come running when she calls me. I'm here to help her, okay? But it is my job as the man of the household and the sole breadwinner to do that. I got to provide for my family, and I do it as best as I can. I can't really touch the campaign money. There's hardly any money coming in because of Indiegogo at this point. So there's no money really coming in through Indiegogo. I haven't really even pushed Indiegogo yet. Haven't launched any new campaigns. So right now, this is it. This is what we do. And it's important that I work hard, okay, for my family.
He brings people's families into it. In fact, he's mocked my family several times. So fuck him.
Well, I haven't. What I've said is that, you know, you are a drunk who makes slop YouTube content, hating on the culture all day long for a living, while your wife, who was a police officer, goes out and risks her life on the streets. I don't know why you don't do that. I don't know why you're a house husband. You're at home taking care of the kids while your wife, are you sick? Do you have Parkinson's? Do you have autism? Is there some reason why you can't go get a real job and you know, do everything that you can do? My job is a comic book artist. That's what I've done. I've done it for 33 years. So I'm doing what I do, and I just added YouTuber to that to increase my income. You're at home making YouTube slop, being drunk, insulting my family, making spurious allegations about me to my friends. And your wife is out there risking her life on the streets. That's all I'm going to say about your family. And I mean, God bless her. God bless your kids. I don't know anything about you other than that. I'm sorry that that makes you angry, but like, yeah, like I look at what you do and I don't see you as a man. I don't see you as a man at all. You know?
Imagine streaming in your basement for 17 hours a day while your wife takes care of your special needs child all day. It's kind of fucked up.
You don't have no idea. You don't know like what Ava's autism looks like. You don't know like what Andrea does. You just all this stuff is just stuff in your head. What would you rather I do? Not make a living? Should I send Andrea to work while I take care of Ava? What would you adjust? Like if you were me, like what about my life and the way I make a living? And I still make 6 figures a year pretty easily. So what about like my life would you like to adjust? Would you change to make it less disgusting or weird to you? So Andrea does what she can do. She's not a bank manager anymore. But she cares for Ava in the morning. She gets her off to school, sometimes with my help if she needs it. And when Ava comes home at 3, she goes through Ava's book bag. She makes Ava a sandwich. She makes dinner. Yesterday she made yesterday she made the bacon mac and cheese that she used to make. It like killed her to do it. I mean, she's just she did it though. I didn't ask her to, but she just made bacon mac and cheese, big platter of it, and I was going to invite Hunter over for it. Her famous bacon mac and cheese, absolutely spectacular. But that's what she does, and she wants to do it. Okay, she wants to take care of her family. You know, but I mean, again, like, what would you change? You want me to go up there and full time become a caretaker for Ava? Like, she doesn't need it. And in any case, if Andrea ever needs me for anything, I'm here. Probably if I'm working, I put my work on hold and I go up and help her.
Well, she is in school.
Kind of fucked up.
I have
He
no
mocks
idea what
other
he
people's
does.
families
I'm
all
so
the
out of the
time.
loop. I'm just listening.
Anna said, well, she is in school. He goes, fucked up. No, she's in school, you idiot. Like she goes to school at 7 in the morning and Andrea can do whatever she wants. Usually she'll come down here. I've started to live stream early in the morning. So she'll come down here. She says hi to the chat. You know, she knows what I'm doing. She knows, she understands. It's like our YouTube is doing much, much, much better. And I told her if we really need to like make extra income, you know, now that like we're really seriously like a 1 income family and Andrea can't really help with All Caps Comics anymore, I will like fix my YouTube channel so that it's more art centric and then the channel will do better. But you know, it's like, yeah, Ava goes to school and then she comes home. And when she comes home, I mean, she's gone like all day. So usually 5 o'clock is when Andrea has her superwoman period. You know, it's like there's a moment in time when like she feels good, and it's usually at 5 p.m. and she can do stuff. You know, she wants to go shopping or whatever. But all right, who cares? It's none of anyone's business.
I've always thought it's kind of fucked up that he makes his fucking Parkinson's diseased wife care for his child all day while
Yeah.
he makes fun of Eric July, who's clearly doing way better than him.
I don't know, man. I will say this. First of all, I think we do what we have to do around here, and I think Andrea's doing okay. Is Eric doing way better than me? I don't know, man. I think you would have to be wearing rose-tinted glasses to think so, but maybe he is. I don't know.
Way better than him. Sounds like Cope. But he'll talk about other people's family all day. He's a piece of shit.
I mean, listen. I'm going to push back on that. Like, whose family do I talk about all day? Whose family do I talk about all day? I'm trying to think of my enemies and whose families I've talked about. Mike S. Miller's family. I said pay Eden because Mike was getting her to draw and then keeping the money that she would make from auctions. Give her money. I was actually concerned with Mike's family. Yellow Flash's family. I mean, I don't know. Yellow Flash is a sock puppet. Like his main identity is a sock puppet. Nobody knows who he is. All we really know is, yeah, he's married to an Indian cop apparently, and she she's the breadwinner and he's the guy who sits at home, house husband making videos. That's not even about his family. That's just about him and his fucking lifestyle. So he can sit around and drink and ride his motorcycle and shit, talk shit like the way that he does, threaten John Malin. But you know, I don't know what he's talking about.
He's a trash.
A piece of trash.
Piece of trash.
I mean, I will just say, like, consider the source. Flash. Yellow Flash calling me a piece of trash just makes me laugh. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. Now, if your boy Zach called me a piece of trash, I would be like, you know, the fuck, man. Ouch. Because I respect him. I think he's a pretty good dude, but it's like, yeah, Yellow Flash is literally the definition of flotsam. You know, he is like YouTube filth. Him calling anybody else trash is funny.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion.
Guess what? We just made the next trash cast.
Oh yeah. Hey, you get about four or
Enjoy.
5 streams out of it, so you're welcome, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it works out for you guys.
You needed it.
Like I
First
said,
time
I
in
have
a year we
no
actually
idea
fucking-
about any
It's
of
we-
probably better that way, Endymion.
Yeah, I'm like so out of the loop when it comes to this. I feel like I came into like a season of television. I'm in like the 9th season, and there's 8 seasons before this, and I don't know what the fuck is happening.
You know
The
what?
first time, it's the
better
first time
that
in a year. It's the first time
Yeah.
in a year Yellow Flash has actually given him any sort of content.
This
Now,
dude
come
talks
on, that is some bullshit. Yellow Flash is constantly tweeting out saying I licked a urinal and all this stuff, you know. And this is the first time these guys do that all the time, where they pretend that, like, you know, they're way above giving me any attention or any consideration. I think I rule in you guys' brains, man. You know, I mean, I'm there in your brain rent free, but you're paying my mortgage. I really appreciate it. I know you think about me constantly. Constantly, I anger you. But the reason why I anger you is because, like, I remind you that you are a piece of shit. What you did to Comicsgate, your betrayal of Comicsgate out of the blue for no reason. Ostensibly, I would say you did it for profit. Did not work out for you. You've been coping ever since, and you blame me. I pointed the finger righteously at you. You made accusations at me. I went ahead and read all of our DMs together that proved that you are a suck up, a hopeless suck up. You know, I'll do that over and over again. I don't have to do anything. I just play your words, man. You sit there, I think it's fucked up that this and that. You know, I mean, it's like, do you really? You live my life. You live in this house. You think I mistreat my wife in any way? You think we don't sit down as a team, as partners, and discuss this, figure out what we're doing, how to do better, how to get through the circumstances that we find ourselves in? You don't think that happens? We're a team. We're partners. We're partners. I love that woman. I love my wife. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her, including, you know, make YouTube content all day long, 17 hours a day. I will.
What about
Enjoy-
Eric July
enjoy-
having a son?
Enjoy
Remember when he
fucking-
shit on Eric July for having a baby?
fucking-
Eric, I
Fucking
mean,
Come
like
back, dude. He's such a
I've
piece of shit.
I've
Wait,
Now, hold on. First of all, you said I made fun of Eric's son. Eric has a daughter, not a son. I have not made fun of his family. What I did was say that I don't believe the child even exists. That, I think, has been spun out into a meme about how I don't think Eric's books even exist, which is pretty funny. I was joking. I didn't say a damn thing about his baby. Congratulations to him. The way that he revealed his fatherhood was really strange. It's not about his family. I'm not saying anything bad about his family. I'm just saying Eric is a weirdo. It's as simple as that. I think now it's time to announce that I have become a father. You know, just out of the blue. I'm not going to tell you anything about the baby, like not even the gender. But slowly over the course of the next few months, I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of me holding him with the back of his head, and you're going to determine that it's a girl. from the pajamas that she's wearing, and I'm going to do it over and over again, take pictures of me without a hat on and my fuzzy head holding my kid. I mean, it's funny. It's not about his family. It's about Eric.
Not Eric had a girl.
He shit on Eric July's baby, dude. That's such a low point, dude. What a nasty motherfucker. He deserves all the shit he gets. Because this dude will talk shit about everybody's family and then cry when you
see. He just said that because he realizes that what he said about my family was a bridge too far. His own chat turned against him. So he just said some horrible things about Ava, about me, about Andrea and her Parkinson's. That's the really, I mean, he shouldn't be talking about that. He shouldn't be thinking about it. If anything, like, the way that things go, like, we kind of say, oh no, like, I'm sorry to hear that, if I heard that, Eric's wife had Parkinson's, I'd be like, oh no. And it would be something we didn't talk about. It just is it's not fair game, So when you do bring it up and you do make it part of your discussion, it kind of suggests who you are, that you really have no boundaries at all, that there is no like Rubicon, like you've crossed every possible personal boundary and nobody should expect any decency from you at all, which is like what this is. So when his own chat turns on him here, the people are like, well, hold on, Flash. I'm not even saying anything. I'm just keeping my mouth. Now he's like, Ethan talks shit about everybody's family all day long. Provide examples. Your example about Eric didn't even work out because you don't even know the gender of Eric's baby. Provide examples of me talking shit about people's families all day long. Just give me one. Give me one example. 0 examples.
talk about his. What a victim. I'm really enjoying his downfall. I've really been enjoying it. I saw that puppet guy stick him in the back. And it's like, how did you not know this guy was not going to stick you in the back?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I still refuse to believe that I'm surrounded by complete and total pieces of shit. Look at what you did. How did you not know that Yellow Flash was going to stick you in the back? Didn't you see that he was like a completely self-interested, drunken YouTuber who would do anything for clout? No, I didn't see that either. I guess like the reason why is because I expect people to treat me the way that I treat them. And when it comes to Yellow Flash, like I treated him like gold. I treated him like a friend, and I treated him like somebody whose success I was invested in. And it meant nothing to him. Absolutely nothing. As soon as an opportunity came along, I never liked him. I never liked Ethan. I always thought he was an asshole. Jesus. I mean, like, you look at our DMs. I'm sitting here talking to him, trying to help him out. I'm like, I'll do my best to be good on your live streams, to be funny, to make your live streams better. Yeah, fuck you. I did everything I could do. So I don't know. I never know. It's always a surprise when somebody turns out to be a backstabber, and it always will be. I'm always going to be surprised by that, but it's the internet. I shouldn't be surprised at this point. He called me a high-tea badass, by the way. All right, here we go.
He's obviously crazy, but you just let this guy come in
It was
because he was
puppeteer.
shitting on the people that you have a problem with. Oh my God, it was so great. 7 million views gone. What a fucking death blow to your channel that was.
My channel works differently than yours, Flash. I make my money entirely via super chats. I don't do what you do. I don't make little shorts and everything like that. So me privating, these guys know. I privated like those videos. Those guys, he's like 7 million views. These guys, I don't even think about Ethan. Did you look at my social blade, you retard? I didn't even look at my social blade. You looked at my social blade, like you're sitting there discussing things about me. You know that I privated those videos. I mean, you know that. And then you know how many views that is or whatever it is. Like, you got to be kidding me. What a death blow to my channel. My channel made more this month than it has since 2019. My channel's doing pretty good. Thanks, everyone. And that's because of you guys in the chat. The only reason my channel does well is because of you guys that are watching and you guys that super chat. And I thank you. Every time I come online, you guys show up, drop $2. Some of you, like D artists, drop many tens of dollars and more than that on my channel during a live stream. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll continue doing it. I like the idea that you guys are saying. I like to wake up and start my day with you drawing and listening to some music. It's really good. Lol, you thank me. What a gay, says Kumrai. Well, not you. I don't thank you. Oh my God. 7 million views gone. What a death blow to his channel. I guess we'll see about that. Honestly, my opinion is if I privated all of the live streams I've ever done and then started over again, my channel would probably be healthy again. It wouldn't hurt my channel. It'd probably help my channel. Those live streams weigh my channel down. So I doubt that it really hurt me, but what do I know, man? You're the YouTuber.
So this is why I don't like bringing families in, because you were just mentioning stuff about families. I got to be kind of fair and stuff like that. Like, let's just talk about the actual fucking people. The fucking they give us enough content as it is.
Rhino was like, holy shit, what did I get myself involved in? Yeah, Rhino, hey, congratulations. You're on Candid Camera. Yeah, being on this live stream with Yellow Flash is really going to work out well with you. For you. And Anna, you too. What are you doing? The two of you on this live stream with Yellow Flash, drunk bum, talking about my wife. I mean, it's just you guys, man. It's a shame. You got to know better than this. And Yellow Flash knows at this point in the video, Yellow Flash knows that his own panel has turned against him. Raging Rhino is now like, yeah, I don't know about this, guys. Based Art Department, thanks for $20. Wow, it really drives me nuts that all these Spurgs came before and used you guys this way. I can only imagine that they have only ever used people and never once see it as a blessing or a break like a lot of us do. Fuck Yellow Flash. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate you. Boy. 2K. Eric forced an issue causing people to think they had to choose sides. That Star Wars girl rejected that, and Yellow Flash could have too. Yellow Flash capitulated to Eric for money. He sold out for less than Judas. Stu-K, he knows that, dude. That's why he's coping about the amount of money that his book made or didn't make. That is why he's angry with me. Like, it just didn't pay off, man. And really going against me does not pay off. It just doesn't. I'm telling you, I'm legit. I'm the real deal. You know what I mean? I know my books are labor. I'm the real deal. You can stand with me. You're going to be safe. You're going to be okay. You know, these guys are fakers. They care about clout. Their friendship isn't real. They have nothing even approaching loyalty to each other, to themselves. They have no honor. They have big YouTube audiences, though. So get with them, get what you can off of them, and then I guess stab them in the back too when it's time to move on. Yellow Flash didn't just go against Ethan. He went against all of Comicsgate. What a dummy, Crazy Cat. He was so stupid the way that he did that. He didn't need to do that, but I don't know. Wow, Coffee Bot, thank you. Yeah, if you're able to, donate to my coffee, please. Thank you. After this, I'm sorry that I used up 2 notifications for the day, but it's Sunday. Like after this, I'll go ahead and I will go back to drawing, but this had to get done. I got all these requests, but people like, you should see what Yellow Flash said about you. Jesus. And Yellow Flash thinks this is like a gift to me. Man, it sucks. I hate this. This isn't fun, but I will answer you. I will do it. Listen, I can be a YouTuber too. I want you to know that. I haven't forgotten how. I've not forgotten how to do the YouTube replying video. I did not forget how to do that. I can still do it, Flash. And I don't have to go hard at you either. I can just let you hang yourself. With your own words, I mean, in Minecraft.
The family stuff, fuck, no.
Narrow. Yes, Rhino, you're
fuck.
stuck.
I just can't stand fucking seeing these people. I should actually.
What are you gonna do, Rhino? What are you gonna do now? This is funny. He's stammering, and Yellow Flash is just like probably rocking back and forth with his eyes rolled in the back of his head. But he knows dimly in his wet brain that everyone's quiet, and Rhino is trying hard to find his way out of this wet paper bag that he finds himself in. No, not family. But even still, these people, Yellow Flash, you better work hard. Better try to turn these guys against me, Yellow Flash, real quick.
Shut up because I'm drunk and
Yeah.
we've given them.
Probably-
We've actually given them enough content to last him.
I'm going to tell you, Anna, I don't know why you sit on the side.
How do you like this? Why don't you go in on Anna? Hey, Anna, I have never once said to you that you need to go against Yellow Flash. Ever have I said that to you. Just because you said shit about me. And I guess Anna turns a blind eye when he says stuff about me, and she turns a blind eye when I say stuff about him. But Yellow Flash has never before confronted Anna and said, Anna, you should go against Ethan. Get ready, here it comes.
This guy's been using you for content for weeks.
I
For
haven't watched any
weeks.
of it, so I have nothing to see with it.
Uh-huh.
You know what, Flash? I've learned through trial and error that if people are talking about me, then I'm doing something right. And I mean, they're just yelling off into the ether. I mean, do you know how many times today?
That's why I take it too.
I mean, how many times today I've been called like a racist Nazi because I
Uh-huh.
made a joke? Like at this point, I'm just like, the internet is not real. People on it aren't real. And with everything that happened with like, John leaving the Jack show the way that he did, and then, basically finding out like, oh, streaming together for 7 years, thought we were friends. It's like, no, we weren't. None of that was real. Obviously,
No.
somebody hated me for a very long time, and
I mean, that's weird. I don't think John hates Anna at all. Anna's got it in her head already that John hates Anna. I don't think that's the case, but I can't speak for John. I don't know that John. I think John just feels like I can't speak for John, but I do believe that John feels like his friends, the people who called him his friends, didn't stand by him in crucial moments. There are moments when you need your friends to stand by you. I have said, like even sometimes when they're wrong, you still want to be. You're like, I'm not sure. You still want to stand by your friends. They're your friends. They're your friends. So, a couple of moments, couple of times when like, Cecil attacking John, for this or that. Anna saying that, what was it that she was mad at John about? I can't remember. I forget things. I want to let things go. But there are moments when, you just kind of say, stand by your friend. You know what I mean? Do not counter signal your friend right now. Don't do it. There are people watching. Don't counter signal your ally, your friends. Don't do that. And your friends kind of let them, like, they kind of let themselves be known, Now I bust Anna's balls, but I'm on Anna's side. You know what I mean? I am. Using Anna for content is a silly thing to say. This is YouTube, and Anna just got in her underpants on Rumble, and yeah, we're going to talk about that, of course. And I have an opinion about it, and I'm going to express my opinion. Doesn't mean I love Anna any less, or any more, or any less.
when people reveal their true colors, I'm just kind of like, okay. And I'm just not going to take anything personally and not react, because that's usually what people want. So I'm just like, all right, cool. You do you, boo.
Well, I've been loving it, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks,
What's going to happen in the next
Seeing,
couple of weeks?
seeing how it all works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, me and Cecil tomorrow, we're going to be watching this great movie called Tiptoes. It was
Anna just changes the
they
subject.
thought it was going to be a hit Oscar movie. It's where Matthew McConaughey. Gary Oldman is his twin brother, who's a
Good for Anna. She's like, yeah, back to work. Let's talk about what we're supposed to be talking about, which is movies, whatever, politics. Flash, how do you feel like you sounded then? Do you feel like you did pretty good? Do you feel like you swayed anybody? I mean, she's doing fucking underwear streams, says Phantom Heart. Like, just one, yeah. She got in a G-string and spun around for a few bucks. It's pretty fun. I don't care. I've always said that, women should be as naked as possible, as often as possible. Sounds like she's anti-EVS, says Lil Hecklu. Well, I hope not, but I haven't streamed with her in a while. I don't feel any different about Anna. But yeah, like that sucks. That sucks to be sitting on that live stream with him while he's saying those things. It's one thing to be like, where are your books? Your books are late. Yeah, you're not giving refunds. My reaction to all of that is just, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know. That's not so great. Like, it could be better. I'm doing the best I can, but yeah, that's true. But then you bring like family into it. You lie, you tell lies. Things about like, oh, you told Dan Fraga that he better refund it. I never said that. That's a lie. So, I don't know. I think Yellow Flash is, I feel like Yellow Flash is like not my friend, I don't know. I just feel like I get this feeling like Yellow Flash is not my friend. And I'm worried about it. Yellow Flash drunkenly admitting he's still obsessed. Yeah, I know. Pete Callen. Comic Books and Cahoot says this thing was a new low. Unbelievable. Wow. And don't forget Yellow Flash sided with the Yaira trailer. Did he really? I don't remember what he said. I just think, yeah, like again, Yellow Flash knows when not to counter signal. When it's like one of his friends that he needs clout from. But yeah, like the Yaira trailer, everybody should have just been quiet or rolled their eyes. Here's Ben again. Pretty sure these guys will use late books as a reason to say the most vile things. The worst things can happen to you and excuse it because of late books. Absolute jackasses. Yeah. By the way, and they're working really hard on me and Ripoff Verse. They smell blood there. So I got a nice message from Ripoff Verse tonight. And hold on, what did it say? Ripoff Verse is like threatening to take my whole channel down. Hold on a second. I'll show you. Like, these are the kind of messages I get from him. It's crazy. This is crazy. He goes, his name is Mother Poppins. I see you just altered my personal IMDb page. I obviously get the notification emailed to me. Say goodbye to what you think you have. Like, these guys talk like supervillains. I said, gay op, I didn't touch your IMDb page. Someone's fucking with you. Someone else is fucking with you. So I was curious. I wanted to see like what it was. Because I like, seriously, I like, get this guy away from me. Like, I'm going to talk about him. I'm going to tell you that's what I do. I'm not going to be bullied in silence. Like, I will tell you guys what's happening to me, what this guy is saying, and what I think of him, and I don't really care. But if you think I'm gay-opping him in some way or trying to make things worse, I'm not. Like, get this guy fucking away from me. Please. Like, the sooner he loses interest in me, the better. So I went and I looked. I was like, all right, Andrew Scott Marshall. Somebody did this to him, and I think it's like a war campaigner. Andrew Scott Marshall, additional crew. This is his IMDb page, which he treasures. Like this is important to him. He's happy that he worked in Hollywood. He's happy with his credits. He's proud of them. He wants people to see them. Here's professional stunt performer, artist, writer. And if you scroll down and you look, you can see that he was in, this TV show here, whatever this is. I don't know if he's in any of those pictures. Known for Vikings, Da Vinci's Demons, and Good Morning Comicsgate puppetry. Shit. Who put that there? Puppetry, Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Somebody added puppetry on my show for Mike Wheeler hates Andy. You think Mike Wheeler did this? Somebody, because he knows, like if you've listened to Andy talk now, like he really regrets having made puppets for me, and he doesn't want to be seen as a puppeteer. So some fucking piece of shit decided to try to cause trouble by adding this puppetry, my channel, to his IMDb page. And Good Morning Comicsgate too, which is Katie did. And he's pissed at me. He's like, that's it. You can prepare to lose everything you love, everything that you think you have. I'm going to take it from you now. Meanwhile, I didn't do anything. I got off the internet. I got off the live stream, and I just went and laid down on the couch and just like rubbed my temples. Like, what the fuck? Could be JDA. Like, it could be anybody. Could be anybody who did this. Yeah, it only says 12 episodes, which is interesting. Only 12 episodes. Yeah. Just gay ops, endless gay ops. Here's Liam, says, always cooking their brain with drugs, booze, and acting like intellectual titans because they can apply peer pressure to create a narrative about others. That's Yellow Flash. I thought Yellow Flash was your friend, man. Every time this guy swings at you, he fails more. Lol, says Andrew Wyatt. I mean, honestly, like, it really helps that, like, I'm not, like, I am who I say I am. Like, you might not like me. I've heard people say, the problem is you're cunty. Somebody said, which is gay, man. The word cunty is gay. It's like when, a guy is like rude, snooty, you know what I mean? They see me as cunty. So I thought that was funny. But like, that was like one of the reasons why I guess people are off put with my personality. I can't help that. I mean, I don't feel like that. I'm cunty. But I mean, if that's what you think. Leon K24 says, you've got some real psycho enemies. God's best blessings to you, Andrea, Ava, and the family. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Galatians 6:9. I believe in that. You don't come off as British to me, says Crazy Cat. Yeah, that is like a British thing, right? I think. Like, or that I think I'm better than other people, which, I mean, I do, so I guess like, but I mean, I have a good perspective of it. I think I'm better than people that I'm actually better than. Like, when I meet somebody who is better than me, I know it, it's like I treat them with deference. I don't think I'm better than everybody. Just if you're somebody who goes, Ethan thinks he's better than me, I probably do. You know what I mean? Like, I probably do. If that's what you think, then you're probably somebody who has low self-esteem and is kind of, a dickhead who worries about whether or not I think I'm better than them. I probably do think that I'm better than you, if that's the case. Hold on a second. Let's see. Anyway, don't forget to mention Eric's baby some more as you complain about Yellow Flash telling the world you're a piece of shit for taking advantage of yourself. Yeah, okay. So we got a couple of these guys in the chat here. I'm sorry, what would be wrong, considering what Yellow Flash just said, what would be wrong with me saying anything about anybody's baby? You know what I mean? No, it's just really bizarre behavior, man. Ethan, you missed my super chat. Also, you have at least one coffee. Yeah, at this point I have, I would think, Launch is Beowulf salt, by the way. Is that true? That's not true. Is that true? Beowulf, no. I don't think so. I don't think Monch is Beowulf at all. You are oppressors, tyrant, and professional tormentor, says Paranoid Android. You are oppressors, tyrant, and professional tormentor. I think that's a good thing. Okay, I forgot a super chat. Let me see. I I read them all. They're all big. The super chats are all big. But there aren't too many of them, so I thought I got them all. Oh, this is Isom Can Fly All Over Again, Eric's son. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. Remember when Yellow Flash got basic facts wrong in order to defend Eric July? He's making fun of Eric's son. Eric doesn't have a son, you imbecile. He's got a daughter. Yeah. Let me see. Got a coffee. Thank you for sending coffee donations. I appreciate it. Some really nice. Oh, I got a $5 one. Click to see on coffee. Craig69 says, Ethan, is this the year of fulfillment? Boy, I sure hope so, Craig. Thank you so much. Thank you for yeah, appreciate you. Let me see. How do I go back to coffee? Do I click this? See if I have any more. Love the channel. Keep up the great work, says Adam. Thank you, Adam. Oh yeah, David, I'll give me a $50 coffee just to play Sanford and Son and talk about Anna's thong. Yeah. Mutually assured destruction, says Comicsgate Drama. Yeah, like I have a blank check to talk about everybody's family because like they're talking about mine, and they really are. When Yellow Flash talks about like you deserve everything that's coming your way, he's talking about that. Like he's talking about like, you know, my family like collapsing. Like he's not talking about you know, bad things happening or me not doing well on YouTube or me making less money. He's not talking about that. They're really excited that like my family have some sickness in the family. They're really excited about that. They can't wait. Because that will hurt. Like I don't care. I could, you know, lose my YouTube channel. That's fine. Schnilly Wheelie says you do have a mastery of sarcasm, Ethan. The lowest form of wit, but wit nonetheless, or nevertheless. I don't know if it's you know, sarcasm. It's just people are fucking. EFAP and a strong emphasis on the FAP. No, I'm not going to do that. Will you be continuing the device drawing? Says Casual Urban Anxiety. Yeah, I will. I'm going to do that. I'm trying to like use up. I'm collecting all the super chats I could collect while I'm on this notification. You get 3 notifications per day on YouTube. And so you know, that's the whole thing. I just realized that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here going, are there any more super chats? All right, super chats are done. Thank you, everybody. 561 people watching at 6:51 on a Sunday morning. I really appreciate you. Let's just go over and let's get back to work, shall we? Is everybody okay with that? Yeah. Mr. Cage is here. It's my birthday. I can watch EVS if I want to. Thank you. I appreciate that. Eric the Bunks is here. Shout out to him. By the way, I appreciate seeing him in my chat. He's a smart guy. He's really good, man. His videos are excellent. Yellow Flash talks a lot of shit for someone hiding behind a cartoon face. Yeah, like just show who you are, man. You know what I mean? Like, who are you? You want to show people? It's been like 8 years that you've been hiding. And again, talking shit. Nobody knows your name. Nobody knows your face. And yet, you know, you've got a lot to say about people and people's families. Listen, I mean, you know what my name is. You know where I live. You know what I look like. I still talk shit. All right. Thank you guys. Yeah, EVS, get back to work so that your book gets released when Trump leaves office. Oof. All right, I better get back to work. Thanks, guys. See you over there at my desk. Bye.